In terms of architecture, most of the architecture is going to be drawn from modernizing the old, modernizing the Gothic at Parliament and the Baroque at the Paris Opera House. The only truly new style that we see is going to be found at Crystal Palace. Now, the Crystal Palace is born of the undraped style possible due to the use of iron and steel. It's built for the Great Exhibition of 1851. This is like a World's Fair, but centered on the British Empire. And it was erected in 6 months before being dismantled and moved. One of the great fears when the building was built was actually that the glass parts, the windows that cover that iron structure, would fly away and somehow remove the heads of people walking by. In fact, this never happens. Only one piece is broken, and that's broken during construction. Now, the architecture itself is borrowed from the ancient Romans, as well as early Christian basilicas, with the use of the barrel vault and the very long naves that we see on either side. Unfortunately, the structure, while it was an exhibition hall initially and then becomes an indoor garden, and just think about that, 1851, we have an indoor garden, a place that you can go when it's rainy and cold in the winter in England and walk around peacefully in a very temperate environment, in a very personable environment. But unfortunately, the whole thing will, after its use as an exhibition hall and its move in 1936, it will burn. The piece at the time had contained huge trees and fountains. Obviously, the iron and glass doesn't burn, but the contents do. And unfortunately, because of World War II, which really gets underway within a year or two, and by 1936, everyone can kind of see that it's coming, it is unfortunately never rebuilt. Although they do name a Premier League football team or soccer team after the Crystal Palace. Of course, Crystal Palace.